Well, let's talk about Dr. Reddy's. It's a company which has declared its numbers. It's of course the first large pharma company in this result season which has declared its numbers. Now, when we look at the sales numbers, it came in as a surprise. Sales were estimated around 4,300 crores, but they declared about 4,400 crores. So it was a growth of 15% versus estimates of 13%. We'll talk about segments in just a bit. Then when we come down to profitability and EBITDA, 1162 is the reported EBITDA number, which is close to 26%. You adjust it, the EBITDA is still coming about 25 odd percent. So that's a very strong EBITDA number. You know, when you talk about Dr. Reddy's, it's a pretty strong number because the expectation at the max was around 22%. The consensus estimate was as good as 20%. EBITDA expectation was close to 875 crores, which actually came in at 1,100 plus in terms of the number. Now, when I look at the details of the numbers, R&D spend, which are close to about 10% of the sales, actually came in at 9. Sales and administration expenses, which are around 30 to 33% of sales, actually came in at 29. Why so? Last quarter was an exceptional quarter, and it was a lockdown in the month of April, and that's why probably R&D did not happen the way they would have essentially wanted it to happen. Selling and distribution expenses reduced because the overall activity was pretty limited. Now, when we talk about the profits, 500 plus crore in terms of a profit number, expectation was close to 480. So even on the profit front, they have easily managed to beat the street estimates. Now, when we talk about segments and really what happened, North America sales was expected to decline 8% quarter on quarter, which actually came in 4%. So it came in as a marginal surprise. Greater than 1,700 crores is what they have delivered. Then when we talk about the India business was not a clean number. They've acquired some select businesses of Wockhardt in the previous quarter, and the integration of that was going on. So really, it's not very easy to compare that business, but about 600 crore plus is what they have done. Broadly in line with estimate, one would say that a little bit of miss, but again, it's very difficult to say because, as I told you, it's not a clean quarter. It's the first quarter of Wockhardt's integrated business, and that's why it's difficult to say so. PSAI segment, which had not been doing that well but started to pick up in the previous 2 quarters, grew by about 80% YoY, but at the same time, it was up about 19% on a quarter-on-quarter basis. The surprise came in from the European market. In the European market, the growth was in excess of 40%. It's a low base. It's just about 7 to 8% of their entire business now, but they've started to expand over there. So this YoY growth number for Dr. Reddy's should continue. Now, the key thing to watch out is there a one-off in the margin? They have not particularly specified that. Mr. Prasad, who has given a comment along with the results, says that it is an all-around beat that they expect. Of course, it's the COVID scenario that's going on, and they are doing multiple efforts with various different companies globally, like various other pharma companies, to find a solution to this COVID-19. Overall, a positive surprise on the margin. US business not as bad as it was expected, and India, of course, was exceptional because of the sort of acquisition of Wockhardt business that they have done. But margins, clearly, gross margins clearly came in as a surprise.